Hey everyone, want to stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, love the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to join our options trading live channel, I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. Links are below in the description, along with our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook if you want to join the UVH fam. Now, we're getting into the stock market. We're preparing for the week ahead. We have a pretty busy week, and it all really started with Jay Powell on 60 Minutes today. And if you think the market is going to be green this week, comment below green. If you think it's going to be red this week, comment below red and give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algo. I really appreciate it. But right now, S&Ps are up 34. Dow's up 295, NASDAQ up 108. We have SPY, looking at SPY right now. What I'm watching right now is at 288. We do have some heavy resistance. If I zoom in here a little bit, right at 294, 295 area. So I want to be careful if it's going to push 290, see if we get to the top of this range and really figure out what happens here. Now, Powell was on 60 Minutes tonight, and he says that GDP could shrink more than 30%, but he doesn't think he's going to see another depression. He told 60 Minutes that US GDP could be in the 20s or 30s. He does not see the economy entering another recession. Powell said the country will get to even a better place than it was before the coronavirus hit, and that it won't take that long. So obviously he has an agenda. He's on 60 Minutes for a reason, probably doing some marketing, getting Americans at ease, but GDP shrinks more than 30%. It's pretty crazy. The central bank chief also conceded that jobless numbers will look a lot like they did during the 1930s when the rate peaked out at close to 25%. And last week we're at we're at 36 million unemployed within the last 7 weeks or so. I mean, just crazy. He's saying Powell says a full economic recovery may not happen without a vaccine. While he sees a rebound coming in the second half of the year, he added that a full recovery may not happen without a coronavirus vaccine. Now, I guess the question is, what is happening? I mean, the market with those remarks, you would think the market would tank. Right now, as we saw last week, the market, especially on Thursdays are green when the job numbers, unemployment numbers are coming out. And we have to be careful trading like news headlines and just be really careful, because the only thing that really matters is the U.S.-China trade. Now, if things get a little bit more aggressive with U.S.-China trade like they did last week, based on some tweets and some, nothing was really confirmed or anything like that. But that caused the market to drop big. I mean, SPY dropped all the way down to 273 area, and now it's what, 288? It went from 273, 272 to 288 within a matter of like 3 days. I mean, just crazy. The fact that it went from 273 and closed up at 285 is insane. And then it pushed higher the next day. We gapped down, then we pushed up higher, and now we're pushing higher right now on the futures and also SPY 288. Gold's also ripping, close to 1800. Hit 1775 tonight. Almost hit 1800. What was it? Back in March, hit 1788. Well, that was April, 1788, and then it's been kind of consolidating. Now it's making another push up. So it's getting very interesting with precious metals, along with like gold and silver. So that is what I'm looking at for tomorrow. I'm also holding my portfolio right now. Show you what I have going on. Not a whole lot going on. I cleaned up most of my portfolio last week, kind of going in. I am long beyond. I have a June debit spread on. I have the 140 call. I sold the 155. I am long XLF. I bought 3. I mean, these are all relatively small positions. I took off my positions on Friday. Made some money last week, and right now I'm riding in kind of low and slow. I'm long XLF. I'm long the 21 calls for June as well, And for Costco, I am long. I have a debit spread on there for May 29th. I have the 300 call and I sold the 315 call. So we'll see what happens. I also have an earnings play that's been on. I'm long Dropbox. I'm also long DocuSign, a couple of debit spreads as well. Now, going into this week, we have quite a few earnings on the agenda. Monday after close, I'm going to probably be looking at Baidu, maybe Walmart. The thing with like Walmart and Home Depot, I believe. Let's see, on Friday. Let's take a look now. Take a look at Walmart. Yeah, I mean Walmart implied volatility is really relatively low. Like for me, for instance, I really prefer to sell a premium for earnings. It was a 58% for this week, 46% implied volatility for next week. You know, I'm not really loving that. Home Depot relatively low as well. And we also have Target, Lowe's, Macy's, TJ Maxx, Best Buy. I mean, heavy retail week. Now I am interested in NVIDIA, Palo Alto, and Alibaba to be more specific. Retailers, I'm kind of on the fence on. I don't really see a play there right now. I mean, Home Depot. I have been trading Home Depot. I made some good money on Home Depot last week. If we take a look at the chart, I mean, it's basically has recovered. You know, it's just crazy. It's back up here. It on Friday it went up to 243. It's pushing the 247 52-week high up here. I mean, crazy. It goes from 140 to 240 in a month or 2 months. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, this is my opinion, of course, not investment advice. I do think that there's probably going to be I think it's a little bit too optimistic on Home Depot, but hey, maybe a lot of people are doing home projects. Maybe, I mean, I've been doing some things around the house. I mean, I'm not really a builder or fixer upper, but I mean, those people that are, maybe they're going to town. I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect. I mean, Target probably in line with what Walmart's going to do, Amazon, stuff like that. I mean, they're probably doing well, but their costs are going to be offset by the coronavirus. You know, they have to do more cleaning, they have to hire more people. Additional costs kind of offset profits. So that's kind of what I'm looking for Home Depot. For retail in general, is they're probably going to have higher revenues, higher profits that are offset by the coronavirus and the more personnel and whatever they need to do to keep people safe in their stores for the coronavirus. So that is what I'm looking for on retail. NVIDIA also, I mean, what do you do here? NVIDIA, implied volatility is also relatively low. I mean, it's 93%. It's not terrible, but it's a $339 stock. It's expecting a $30 move this week. It's enormous. I mean, maybe it'll do great. I mean, AMD, I mean, I know they're not really the same type, but AMD was a disappointment. You know, it had this huge run up and actually gapped down on earnings and was a disappointment, and now it's starting to recover. But I mean, this is descending. If we look in here, this is definitely descending. It really needs to break up above like 57 area. You know, Alibaba's been getting hit with the trade war news. Put on the 1 year here. You know, it took a massive dip down to 180. It's coming back up, but this is also a descending pattern here. It really needs like 210 area to kind of start to break out of this, and we'll see. I think this week, if you're gonna do earnings, it's gonna be a bit of a gamble. You know, Macy's also is probably gonna be a problem. You know, other stores like JCPenney just filed bankruptcy. Macy's is a mess. I mean, all the retailers are struggling because, I mean, they're not open. They're not open. Now, some states are starting to reopen. Illinois is like one of the only states right now not reopening. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, Illinois and Michigan are staying shut down. I mean, New York is also having a regional reopening. We're doing nothing here in Illinois. Like, I'm in the Chicago area, but other states, you know, Wisconsin reopened. Even California is having like some sort of partial reopening. I mean, this is just crazy. So, you know, I know that Texas reopened. They started seeing a spike in cases, so we have to watch out for that. Like, what what is going to happen when all the states reopen? Are we going to see a resurgence? Is everything going to be fine? I mean, I don't know. But what I want to say is just be careful. Trade the price on the screen. Don't get greedy. Take profits, redeploy capital, take profits, redeploy capital, and that's the game plan. So, be safe. If you watch this video to the end, comment to the end, stay green. It's us versus herd.